Hello students, and welcome to another episode with your favorite Project Lead the Way instructor, Mr. Spaeth. Today we're going to be learning about the Breakout tool, and we are going to use this tool to help us to dimension our smokestack. So if you remember from our smokestack dimensions, we had this little piece, a quarter of our smokestack, basically broken apart. Now we're not going to make a 3D drawing and then dimension that 3D drawing. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to use the same type of model to break out our part and dimension it that way. So where we should be right now is on a drawing. I'm going to place a couple drawings on this sheet right here along with my exploded terrain view and parts list. And then whatever space I have left over, I'm just going to be going over to sheet number 2 and putting the rest of my drawings over there. So on sheet 1, what I want to do is pick a base, select my document, and I want to select my stack. Open that up, and notice when I put it over there, actually this seems like a really good size. Now if I wanted to change my size again, right over here, scale, make it bigger, keep it the same, or make it smaller. Okay. If you do change it though, please turn on the illumination, the visibility portion, just so that it shows what scale it is, and then give it a good name other than view 2. Right now I'm just going to do a 1-to-1, and so I don't need to put any of that on there. And I'm going to put this down. Notice we typically have 3 views, but whenever we have a revolved piece, my right side view, my front view, all looks the same. And so I'm just going to do a front side view and a top side view and create those. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and the next thing I want to do is put some center lines on my circles that I have here. So and I do this out of habit just to highlight all of my drawings. So all I did was highlight one, then hold down Control and highlight the other, so then they're both highlighted. I right click and I go to Automated Center Lines, and I just make sure the first 4, Hole Features, Fillet Features, Cylindrical Features, and Revolve Features, are both highlighted up there. And notice it'll give me a nice center line, and if I had any of those other features in there, it would give me those lines as well. Okay, so this makes it really easy now for me to be able to see where my center is if I needed to locate the center at all, or make any dimensions off these center points. Really, really easy to do that. Let's go do our breakout. So what Breakout needs is a sketched out portion in which you want to cut out. So what that means is I need to create a sketch on this sheet. So I'm going to select this drawing, go to Start Sketch. Notice I get my little crosshairs, my X and Y. I'm just going to take a rectangle. You could make a circle. It's very, very popular to make a splined line, one that looks like it's actually being cut. But I'm just going to grab a rectangle, and I want my rectangle to go from here to basically right down here. It really doesn't matter if it lines up real well. I'll make it line up well just because. And we'll go, let's say right there. It encompasses the portion I want to cut out. That's the most important thing. So finish that sketch. Now go to Breakout. And when we select on the picture that we want to do a breakout on, it automatically finds this closed loop line that we made. Ours just happens to be a rectangle. So the point from which I want to cut out, I'm going to cut a certain depth, okay? And when I cut a certain depth, if we look at our drawing here, this diameter right here is 1.25, and the middle is really just half of that diameter. Okay, so I want to cut out half of 1.25 in order to get to where I'm cutting out right here and not like right over there or even less than that over here. So I want it to cut right in the middle, so I'm going to go from a depth of half of 1.25, and the way I always do that is let Inventor do the math for me. And then the point that we're going to select is this one right here. It should let us select from a point. There it is. When I click OK, notice it cuts it out for me. We have that cross-hatched area that looks exactly like this cross-hatched area right here, and we can go ahead and make our dimensions on there just like our manual told us. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, if you can like, link, share, or subscribe to my channel, help me make more videos to help you out with Project Lead the Way, that would be great.